In today's episode, Hannah asks, how many focus keywords are you using per page? Does the amount you focus on per page change depending on the domain authority? This is a more complex question than it used to be. Fundamentally, Google in particular, search engines in general, all the major ones, but Google especially, now uses some of the most advanced machine learning behind its search algorithms to do what's called semantic clustering for all topics. And what this means is that Google's not looking at words anymore. They're not even looking at phrases. In recent episodes with their engineers on various machine learning podcasts, they've been talking about vectorization of phrases and even entire sentences to figure out what pages are related to other pages, what content is related to other content. And so it's now not a question of the word, the phrase, the keyword. It is a question about the topic, and does your content speak authoritatively to that content? This is one part of many, many parts that goes into modern search ranking, and it is very, very complex. The best way to get started wrapping your brain around this is to actually read Google's Search Quality Evaluator Guidelines. So one of the things that Google does is it hires professional people, well, not professional people, but it hires people to go through a training and then rate pages randomly selected throughout its index and rate them on quality, essentially. Is this a page that fits the needs of the user, that is high quality, etc.? Let's bring this up here. This is the search quality guidelines document. This thing is massive, right? It is a large chunk of text that Google explains in 167 pages how it wants the people who it has hired to evaluate web pages. So they talk about finding the website, page quality, what constitutes high quality pages, what constitutes low quality pages, how to rate specific types of pages, understanding mobile needs, understanding whether a page fits the intent of its queries. And you might be saying, well, so Google uses AI. Why does any of this matter? Well, this is how they train their AI, right? This data is what forms a large chunk of the basis of how it understands the rest of its index. These are essentially training data sets that Google is creating from paid users. And so if you adhere to the guidelines in this document, you will have you'll be much better prepared to rank well for all the stuff that Google, the algorithms that then take that training data and build these advanced machine learning models. So to optimize your pages, it's now a lot more about psychology, journalism, and all of these things that humans want, rather than going after words and phrases. Like the old joke is, an SEO professional walks into a bar, tavern, pub, because that was SEO in the old days. Today, it is a lot more complex. So let's look at one thing I think is worth pointing out here. Let's go into what Google considers the highest quality pages, the pages that will rank the best. Very high quality MC, main content, there's a high standard for accuracy and well-established consensus where such consensus exists. It's the creation of unique and original content for the specific website. What constitutes that content may be different. For news, original reporting that provides information that would not have otherwise been known had the article not revealed it. Often, very high-quality news will include a description of primary sources and other original reporting referenced during the content creation process. Should be accurate and meet professional journalistic standards. For informational content, original, accurate, comprehensive, clearly communicated, professionally presented, and should reflect expert consensus as appropriate. Now, that's a lot of stuff in there just on the quality of the content, and that doesn't even get into things like reputation. But think about your content. Are you creating stuff that is original, comprehensive, and highly credible, using your subject matter experts at your company? If you're not, you will not rank as well. The other thing I wanted to point out in here that's really interesting is, let's go past the lowest quality pages, medium quality pages. This phrase here is so important. Nothing wrong, but nothing special. How much of your content meets that standard of nothing wrong, but nothing special? That's where I think most companies go wrong in their SEO. There's nothing that's wrong, but there's nothing that makes it stand out as a piece of original reporting, as a piece of high-quality content. That's one of the reasons why I advocate especially for that Hero Hub help model that Google released in 2014. Your quarterly pieces, there should be a quarterly piece that is hero content, that is that exhaustive, comprehensive research paper or investigative journalism piece that you put in the time, the effort, the money, the resources to build once a quarter that meets this highest quality standard. On a monthly basis, you try to aim for high quality, right? So high quality pages, a satisfying amount of high quality content, including a descriptive or helpful title, spend a few minutes examining the main content before drawing a conclusion about it. What is high quality content? Who's responsible? Customer service links, positive reputation. These are all things that Google says it is expecting to see, and it wants its raters to see on high quality pages. So your monthly content should be that high quality content, those high quality pages. And Google uses this expression, EAT: expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Are these high quality pages? Are they produced with journalistic professionalism? Are they produced, come from trustworthy sources? Do they demonstrate significant life experience? That is something that actually shows, that Google explains, is everyday experience. If you may not necessarily have for example, like if you're a general contractor, you may not have a degree in anything, but you have 20 years building houses, and you can clearly demonstrate your expertise and show little tips and tricks that might not otherwise generally be known. Just like if you're a chef and you explain to people that tomatoes contain natural glutamic acid, and when you add salt to tomatoes, it forms a natural type of monosodium glutamate, MSG, that enhances the flavor of tomatoes, right? That's one of those little things that the average person doesn't know until they read your content. And then you go, oh, that totally changes how I cook tomatoes, for example. So worry much less about those keywords. Worry much more about creating the high quality content. Grab this guide. It is available. I've put a link in the notes here. It is from Google. Read it. Make exhaustive notes through it. And you got to read the whole thing, right? There are a lot of companies and a lot of websites that have done a passable summary, of this document, but there's a reason it's 167 pages. It's because Google wants you to be very clear about what you're supposed to be doing with your content to make the most of it. But yeah, grab it, read it, download it, and then adhere to it when you're creating your content, and follow that Hero Hub help plan to make that highest quality content once a quarter, high quality content once a month, and then medium to high quality content as you can on a high frequency basis. Again, aiming to be helpful as much as possible. Google talks a lot about content that is useful and helpful in here. So, great question. Leave your comments below, or join us in the Slack group over at trustinsights.ai/analytics for marketers to discuss this topic and many more. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and the newsletter. I'll talk to you soon. Want help solving your company's data, analytics, and digital marketing problems? Visit trustinsights.ai today and let us know how we can help you.